Bichi Buffer said to further encourage the army in acquiring more educational technology in fighting insurgency and keeping Nigeria safe. As soon as the 2018 intervention guidelines are approved, the fund will not hesitate to release the 2 billion naira take-off grant for Nigerian Army University Bill, stressing that it is incumbent on the fund to uplift the technological capacity of the armed forces.
We are very much committed to ensuring that this university will grow very quick, very fast, and we are going to ensure that everything that TED Fund can do to accelerate the growth of the Nigerian Army University so that it will be at par with its peers. We will be able to do that.
Appreciating the government for already conducting implementation plan for the actualization of the Nigerian Army University Bill, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, commended TED Fund for its intervention in the military education institutions program nationwide. He pledged the Army's close supervision of the fund when released.
Warfare has transformed greatly and it requires more scientific approach.
General Buratai said the Army is carrying out processes to assess the fund, promising to introduce studies on military technology and innovations in the university curricula. Abdullahi Musa Suleja, NTA News.
Our Port Harcourt Network Center is ready now, and Vivian is our guide for stories from that end.
Hello, Kende, and thanks for joining us here in Port Harcourt. Despite the extension of the suspension date for the continuous voters registration exercise, some residents of Rivers State still wait until the last few days of the exercise before turning out to participate. Onangia Fineface monitored the exercise in Port Harcourt and reports that several persons may not benefit from INEC's extension of the exercise.
Since the crowd is this, neither they extend them. For me, I thought they would give it to unit.
As you suggest that they should extend this thing and give more publication to the public so that people should come and register.
In response to this appeal for extension, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, moved the date for the suspension of the continuous voter registration exercise from 17th August to the end of the month. INEC in Rivers State also extended the official hours for the exercise from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily and included services over the weekends and public holidays to accommodate more voters. Few days to the August 31st deadline, INEC registration centers in the state are still crowded with people, some of whom are coming for the first time to get registered.
Maybe because it's almost time for it to be over, so there's now the last minute rush. People see the need because of all the publicity around the PVC thing.
If you go inside now, you see more than 8 computers and everybody, the line is moving on fast.
Some residents, however, agree that the Electoral Commission has improved its services with increase in the number of machines and personnel at the registration centers. In Port Harcourt, Onengie Fineface, NTA News.
European Union Ambassador Sean Ho and Irish Ambassador Ketul Carlson have emphasized the need for the government of Nigeria to conduct elections within the ambit of the rule of law. The international diplomats spoke when they visited Governor Nyesom Wike at Government House, Port Harcourt. Ogedinyekwe completes the report.
The diplomats are in Port Harcourt to attend a program on active youth participation in governance, voter registration and voting. The visit to Governor Wike was to express their concerns on the alleged violence that challenged the Port Harcourt constituency 3 by-elections and the need for government at all levels to ensure that elections in Nigeria are conducted within the ambit of the rule of law.
We have, of course, expressed our concern about the violence that was seen on that particular day, and our hope that measures will be taken so that we don't see similar incidents in the elections coming up in February.
What we emphasized with them is that they must register, they must exercise their right to vote, and that we must always follow the rule of law.
Governor Wike said the by-elections fell short of his expectations and reiterated the stance of his administration to promote free, fair and credible elections.
We want free and fair elections. Violence would not happen.
The governor tasked the diplomats to take their campaigns of free, fair, credible and non-violent elections to security agencies across the Federation as well as the international community. In Port Harcourt, Ogedinyekwe, NTA News.
The Nigerian Navy has handed over 6 suspects and a vessel, MV Princehood, to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, arrested for alleged involvement in transshipments of petroleum products with inconsistent manifest. Acting Commander, Forward Operating Base, Bonny, handed over the suspects to officials of the commission at Bonny, River State. Kingsley Amaju reports.
The vessel, alongside the suspects, were reportedly tracked down by one of the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Okpabana in one of its operations. It was later handed over to the command in Bonny for preliminary investigations, which revealed that the vessel's destination and manifest were inconsistent with what the captain declared at interrogation. On the basis of the discrepancies, the Naval Headquarters directed that the vessel be handed over to the EFCC for further investigation and possible prosecution.
The Chief of the Naval Staff, zero tolerance on crude oil theft and anti-illegal oil bunkering. This morning, I, Commander I. Igwaska, on behalf of the Chief of the Naval Staff, do hand over MV Princehood, as directed by the Naval Headquarters, to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission for further investigation and subsequent prosecution.
The naval authorities have, however, restated that those involved in illegal traffic within the state maritime domain must have a rating. In Port Harcourt, Kingsley Amajiri, NTA News.
And that does it from Port Harcourt. It's back to Kende for the concluding part of the news. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Vivian. Christian leaders in the north have decried the spate of security challenges confronting the region and called on the federal and state governments to take proactive measures to end the excesses of criminal elements. This was at the opening of a 2-day peace summit organized by the Christian Association of Nigeria Northern Region taking place in Jos. Caleb Gokin reports.
Need for special intervention by relevant government authorities, unity of purpose by Christians, and a commitment for peaceful coexistence by all citizens were the recurring statements by speakers at the occasion. Chairman of Khan Northern Region, Reverend Yakubu Palm, said the summit is born out of Khan's concern to see to the restoration of peace and development within the area, given the pain the people have gone through.
Christian leaders, we are expected to play a critical role in the development of our societies, states, and countries of the world.
Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong commended the organizers and reiterated his commitment to peace.
This conversation, I dare to say, will be robust and enriched only as we seek to be part of the solution rather than being part of the problem.
Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, cautioned against embracing and disseminating false information, which have been the major causes of the tension in the land.
But as citizens of this country, and as Christians in the northern part of the country, we have a corresponding responsibility to ensure that we play our part.
Earlier, Chairman of the event, General Yakubu Gawan, represented by former military administrator of Plateau State, Rear Admiral Samuel Atikum, said, "Effort from the hands of the nation, but with prayers and commitment, God will restore sanity again." In Jos, Caleb Gochin, NTA News.
Congress has President Muhammadu Buhari in the 2019 general election. This was the concern at a stakeholders meeting in Owerri, Imo State. Alir Choko reports.
These are the voices of the members of the All Progressives Congress, Imo State chapter, endorsing the re-election bid of President Buhari in the upcoming 2019 election. This decision, according to the convener, Senator Hope Uzodimma, who related more directly to the people in the local dialect, was informed by the fact that Nigeria in the past 3 years of the APC-led administration has witnessed rapid transformation in all sectors, from infrastructure to security, economy, the fight against corruption and many more. To consolidate this veritable scorecard of the Buhari administration, party members say there is need to support the re-election of President Buhari for his second term in office.
to 60 members. I want 100 or 50 or 60 or 100 membership. We can win our election without other parties.
The party urged members to ensure that will make them electors to President Buhari back.
Don't go away.
Misinformation as fake news is a threat to our hard earned between our countries. No.
Here before, and to be very tender. You have stockfish? Yes, sir. Good. Let's have some stockfish. 6 boiled, no eggs.